Hello. So welcome back. We've just got another normal Prime War against UF Elite. Um. So yeah, it's just a normal, pretty average war. Um. One thing, some people have been asking if I can switch up my squad a bit. So I don't have too many other max bots, so I can't like show you like a whole new squad, but I can make some subs. So Brainstorm, I can swap in for Air Raid. They're very similar, same role. It won't change the strategy, but get some, just gets a new face in there. And then Leo, I can replace him with Sea Spray. So again, they're pretty similar. Sea Spray is very solid, but not quite on Leo's level. But and then also Brainstorm and Sea Spray together are an amazing combo. So yeah, let's give the squad a shot. Um, I would like to do a series where I like break down a strategy, and I'll do like a bunch of them. So like a standard walk, how to approach a backloaded or front-loaded base, um, how to do a rush, other stuff like how to use drift, how to do cup rushes and stuff. However, I'm going to need my playtest account for that, and I can't do that right now because there's a lot of changes loaded behind the scenes, and I don't want to accidentally leak anything and get in trouble. So after that update, if there's any strategies you'd like to see, comment them below because I will definitely get to them. Alright, so looking at the space, I can already see 3 healing bots and 2. Okay, so I don't care about any build bots. That's nice. 1 leech here. Just don't forget about that. Should be good. Yeah, let's go. Um, Usually I would use Leo to take out this. I guess we can use C-Spray for that too. And then, yep. Just snipe the leech as well. Boom. And then, oh, so I did a crystal opening video. So my smoke screen is now a major. And then so is Pipes and Minerva. And Leo is, but he's not here. So that's pretty cool. I think I can now 3 shots in buildings with smoke screen that I couldn't before. So that'll be pretty cool. Alright. So for Brainstorm, for Air Raid, you can look for whatever building you want. For Brainstorm, it's very helpful if you can find like build bots, spider mines, core lab. I don't know why these are in the middle of here, but yeah. And then with Sea Spray, if you can take out like one of these, so let's do this. Then we'll take out the Spider-Man and Build Lab or Core Lab, and then we'll see a big explosion in a second. Boom. And then, so yeah, I think there is also a bug right now. Usually, the buildings around the Brainstorm affected buildings would also take damage. I don't think they are at the moment. So Brainstorm is actually usually a little bit better than this. Okay, track or Minerva moves all the way to the right or left, so that's not great. Yeah. And also for Brainstorm, okay, Vector protected it. For Brainstorm, the 5-star Titan ability is also a great combo. Yeah, it's kind of a weird battle. Just a lot of stuff going on randomly. Should still be good though. Also for Brainstorm, I love him, but he is more expensive than Air Raid. So I've only used him twice, and he's already at 12 points for a third use, which is pretty hefty, like pretty hefty price. Sea spray, take out these boom lasers, and yeah, that should be it. It's a pretty easy base, pretty simple. Yeah, base 1 down. Okay, we got base 2 here. Yeah, so we've still got the Sea Spray and Brainstorm on the squad. This is I think it's a time trap. That's what they're going for. It's a little weird. I've seen this play out before, so but yeah. So unfortunately, there is a lightning rod. So I went over why Leo is better than Sea Spray, or why Sea Spray is worse. But the one pro is that usually there's not many lightning rods, so you don't need to worry about those build bots. And wow, okay, that's that's crazy that I'm using Sea Spray for 2 battles and I find a base like this. Usually these would be fire domes and then Sea Spray would be good. It's actually reversed. That's actually really funny. So yeah, let's try and do this the same way I would do a normal time trap. Also, one thing about Brainstorm, he has less range than Air Raid does. So he's usable. I do like him. I love him in events. He's so fun to use. But he's just not as good as Air Raid at the moment. Also, again, he's bugged. Like this explosion should have hit that build bot, but it didn't. So that kind of sucks, but that should get fixed when the update comes along. And then also, he's getting a buff. I don't think I can go into details what specifically he's getting buffed with, but yeah, he will be better after the update. So good news for those Brainstorm lovers. Let's snipe the shield gen. One cool thing about Brainstorm 2, he has a built-in passive ability. When he dies, he comes back with a little bit of health. So usually if he's alone, he'll still just die again, but in this case where he happened to be surrounded by more bots, he got saved. So that's super nice. A little low on points. Alright, hopefully I can get one more hit in. Nice. That should go down. Okay. Tracks in Minerva. Just hit all these buildings, I guess. Soften them up a little bit. Yeah, I can't really use Sea Spray much here. I don't have enough points to make it worth taking out the build bots just to use his ability, but we should be fine. We don't really need him. He's still just good DPS like all gunners. So yeah, looking good here. Just need to take out this MDS, and yeah, that's base 2. All right. So we've got base 3 here. Nothing too special about it, just a pretty normal base. I'm gonna try and Sea Spray and Brainstorm. I like them both individually, but especially I run them in events together. As a combo, they're amazing. So I'd like to try and show that off a little bit. Alright, so Liege over here to the right. Hack, don't care. Electric, I don't know why you're using it, but don't care. Or I do care.
Fire Dome, don't care. FFD, I do. Are there only 4? Oh. Oh, double hack, okay. So yeah, just the 1 FF or lightning and 1 FFD that I care about. So we got to take out the Liege and some of the right side to help path the bots. Yeah, so he needs 2 uses. That's one of the reasons Leo is better. So like for 5 points, you clear all that out, and then you probably even more than Sea Spray with what 4 plus so 11, so double the cost. Get some rook decoys. FFT is all the way on the back, so I'm gonna use tracks quite a bit to help get through this. And then I'll use the Titan ability to trigger Brainstorm's bomb. Boom. Electric down. Oh. And then let's look on the right side and partner it with Sea Spray. Get some more track smoke down. Boom, to get a bunch. Let's take out this missile launcher. And then pipes can pop the last outpost. They don't really need it, but get Minerva healing tower down. And then alright, let's snipe the shield gen. I don't really care about the whole cluster. The only time you really need to worry about the cluster and not the actual shield gen part is if there's a Liege on one of these buildings, which there isn't, so yeah. Should go down in a second. So boom. Base 3 down. Alright, we got base 4 here. Sorry, the audio kind of bugged, so I'm talking after the battle. So yeah, so we got some ray blockers, got some FFDs on the sides, and a healing build bot in the back. So, gonna start with Sea Spray here. There's no electric dome, or I think it's a dome. I don't know. There's no electric build bots, so get to use Sea Spray this time. So we take him on the left side. It takes out the FFD, but also the buildings that would maybe separate the squad a bit. So it just helps with pathing, which is pretty important. And then I wanted to take out the bottom too, but he hit an % mine, so I popped the outposts. Like I said, I took out the left FFD with Sea Spray, so get to use tracks on the left side. And then, yeah, just using Brainstorm. Take out this little area. And then I used pipes to rush into the shield gen and pop some outposts. Something that's not as well known, FFDs can cancel warrior shields. So when he uses his ability, he hits like a nice 80% shield, so he's very hard to kill during that like 12 seconds. But FFDs cancel that, so if he rushes into an FFD range, he gets shredded, which is what happened. So that's why I'm using Volcanicus here. So FFD is now gone, so he should be good now. And then base is pretty much down. Just need to take out the shield gen cluster. He's kind of sent everything in. That's it. Brainstorm, Sea Spray, Titan ability in a second, and then these tracks here. And then yeah, that's basically the whole battle. When missile launchers and stuff are behind the HQ, it's kind of risky because they typically don't do enough damage to actually kill your squad. So yeah, it makes it pretty easy. Alright. last base here, Commander. Fire Dome, don't care. Acid, don't care. Water Dome, don't care. Hack, don't care. Okay, nice. So I don't really care about the build bots. I guess I have Ruination as backup, so I guess the Water Dome, but yeah, it should be good. I talked about how Air Raid has more range than Brainstorm. That's kind of why it's important against these kind of bases too. So I don't think Brainstorm will be able to reach the back. Yeah, I can kind of get the edges, but that's not much. Actually, if he wasn't bugged and these explosions could hit the shield gen, that would be in this whole area along the outside. That'd be pretty sweet. But unfortunately, he cannot. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to waste some point. I guess I can just spam smoke screen a bit to get the water dome just in case. Yeah, Brainstorm just can't hit anything. Just execute this shield gen. Note Liege is right there. That just a smoke screen, I guess. And then Brainstorm still can't hit anything. Alright. Let's see how they split here. I assume they will. Alright. Let's take this out. Track smoke. And then let's... I'm gonna use Ruination just because there's still a lot up. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I'm gonna get hacked by a Computron. Yeah. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, he won't get anything off. Okay. Right, Trax will be our friend here. We do have a lot of points. And then the Minerva Tower going over there. Distract those defenses. Distract Beachcomb or Deluge, the con version. Should be fine. We're looking pretty good. As long as this outpost goes down. Yeah, okay. So yeah, just Beachcomber left. Should be pretty... Yep, there we go. Commander down. So yeah, got a nice 300. Subbing in the Sea Spray and Brainstorm. You can kind of see why I didn't. Like, if you don't have Leo or Air Raid, like, you can do it with these bots or a similar bot, but they're just not the same. They're not on the same level, so that's why I stick with that squad. I'll make a War Squad breakdown video soon where I'll explain which ones you can kind of sub in and out better. And yeah, so I'll also be making more like a mini series where it's like I go through certain attack strategies. So that will come after the balance patch update coming pretty soon. I'll go over like basic walk. It sounds simple, but it's a big one. Like that's all I do, and I'm pretty successful. I don't do anything else. Then I'll go over some rushes. There's quite a few different rushes I'll go over. There's a drift strategy that's kind of broken in the right circumstances. Yeah, stuff like that. So if you're still here, thanks for watching. If you learned something, please leave a like If you keep coming back, a sub would be appreciated. Yeah, I'll see you next time.